This could be an epic takedown indeed. Could Prince Harry be deported from the US via Congress's Spare Act? What the deuce is going on? Well, make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more details in this Daily Nerd starting right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye, and oh my goodness, before I get into all the juicy details with this video's main topic, if you have some very strong opinions about the possibility that Prince Harry lied on his US visa, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And oh yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? So, the Spare Act. What the deuce is going on? Oh yeah, this is real. So, we've got Greg Steube, representative of Florida's 17th district, and he is introducing, yep, you couldn't make this up even if you tried, the Spare Act to require fair enforcement of our nation's visa laws. Yep, permanently barring aliens from the US if they knowingly provided false information on their visa applications regarding controlled substance use. Now, the Spare Act, it stands for Substance and Possession, ABUSE, Restrictions for Entrance, otherwise known as Spare Act, to require fair enforcement of our nation's visa laws. Under US law, visa applicants who are found to be illicit substance users or very, very fond of it are inadmissible, as well as non-citizens who admit to using controlled substances. And so, here is a quote from Mr. Greg Steube saying, "The Biden administration deliberately refuses to enforce our country's immigration laws at the southern border, and it appears they may be obstructing the fair and equal enforcement of our visa laws as well. Left-wing celebrities like Prince Harry," yeah, he is totally being targeted here, who have a self-recorded history of illicit substance use, should be subjected to the same standards and enforcement of our country's immigration laws as any other alien. He then goes on to say, "I introduced the Spare Act because individuals should be deported immediately if they are caught lying on their visa application. Only thing is, America, if you're going to deport him, we don't want him back. Don't send him back to UK. We've got enough whiners over here. We are Gucci. Deport him elsewhere. Like, apparently he wants to live in Tokyo now in Japan, so send him there. It's all Gucci." So Representative Steube also says, if the executive branch is granting waivers on the basis of illicit substance usage to individuals who enter the US, that information should not be hidden from the public. We must ensure no one receives preferential treatment behind closed doors. So what is this act all about? So he explains that the Spare Act requires that within 60 days of receiving credible information of an alien knowingly providing false information on controlled substance violations, the DHS Secretary, so Department of Homeland Security, will be required to investigate the claim and, if found true, initiate deportation. The legislation states anyone deported for this violation will be permanently barred from re-entering the country. Lastly, any controlled substance violation waivers issued by the Secretary of Homeland Security may be subject to a Freedom of Information Act, a FOIA request. Now, Congress, he does say here, has a long history of prohibiting the entry of individuals who commit controlled substance violations. However, the executive branch has some discretionary authority to grant waivers to admit individuals who have admitted to such violations. And again, if you don't think this is about Prince Harry, and if the act being titled Spare ain't enough for you, he is literally singling out Prince Harry here. Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, admitted to all these things here in his memoir, Spare. The Biden administration Department of Homeland Security is currently refusing to release the details of Prince Harry's US visa application. Now, he also went on Twitter to announce that he has introduced the SPARE Act to require fair enforcement of our visa laws. He then says left-wing celebrities like Prince Harry, who have a self-recorded history of illicit substance use, should be subjected to the same standards and enforcement of our country's immigration laws as any other alien. Facts. Facts. Why is he treated any different? Why would anyone be treated any different? The law should apply to everyone equally, right? And then individuals should be deported immediately if they're caught lying on their visa application. If the executive branch is granting waivers on the basis of illicit substance usage, that information should not be hidden from the public. So this is the thing, right? Where is the Heritage Foundation in all of this? Because I've been reporting on it extensively on this channel that the Heritage Foundation is pretty much suing the US government to get copies of Prince Hazard's visa records, his application in particular, to find out if he actually lied on the application, right? And so they have since spoken out since Congressman Greg Steube introduced this SPARE Act. Speaking on GB News, Niall Gardner, director of the Heritage Foundation, said, quote, I think firstly with regard to the Biden administration, they will do all they can to try and stop the release of Harry's records. Ultimately, it will be decided by a federal judge, because they are going that far now. They're going all the way to get these records. But if those records are released and it's found that Prince Harry has lied on his application, there'll be a tremendous public pressure for Harry to be deported from the United States. Yes, there will, but again, we don't want him back. Don't send him back to UK. We're all Gucci. We've got enough whiners over here. Like I said, send him to Japan. Send him to Tokyo. He recently said he'd love to live there, so... And apparently they want him, so... Win-win, right? Now, if you have a Republican president in place, you can be sure that a Republican leader would strictly enforce US immigration laws. And if Harry has broken those laws by lying on his application, I'm in no doubt that a Republican president would swiftly remove him from the United States. Now, sources close to Prince Harry are saying that no, he didn't lie on his visa. He was completely truthful, disclosed absolutely everything when it came to his prior illicit substance usage. But people who emigrate to America are normally given a 3-year visa, meaning that this year it's coming up for Prince Hazard. He'll have to apply for a new visa, green card, or citizenship. And so Niall Gardner continues to say, look, if Harry has broken those laws by lying on his application, I'm in no doubt that a Republican president would swiftly remove him from the United States. Woo! An application for a new visa could lead to further scrutiny of his illicit substance use, because it's not just going to be, okay, what did you put on your original application, but then let's compare it to this year's application and what you've put on that. So the Heritage Foundation, I would imagine, if Prince Hazard does reapply for his visa this year, I would say would probably go for those documents as well. Why not? Compare and contrast. Did he say it before? Will he say it again now? Or did he not say it before, but he'll say it now this year? You know, those kinds of things. Compares and contrasting. Interesting, right? Interesting thought. US immigration law has harsh penalties, by the way, for lying to immigration officials, including deportation and being barred from applying for citizenship. And as we know, the Department of Homeland Security, the DHS, the Biden government are dragging their heels, digging their heels in. They are refusing to release the immigration records in relation to Prince Hazard. So, yeah, the next stop for the Heritage Foundation in getting these documents is, yes, taking it to a federal judge. But in the meantime, whoo, could Prince Hazard actually get deported from the US via this SPARE Act that has been introduced? Oh, yeah. Things are starting to heat up even further for Hazard. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, believe me, Of course there's gonna be more. Then make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. I'll be honest with you, help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatever's. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about Prince Hazard and his visa situation, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys. Laters.